Wow, this is a great starter song. Habibis, 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 come inside. Who is it? Is it live? It's so hard to tell. Habibis, Habibis, Habibis. We had to emergency. We are live, baby. 5 likes already. People are trickling. Urana Brew's here. He says, we're live. We are live, baby. We are live on the rip. Let me play some music. What am I doing? Share screen. Yeah, just on the road, ripping and dipping. What a great. I'm so glad we made this work. I stopped by the studio. I'm at an undisclosed location. I'm not going to get into it. Hey, listen, it's a secret. It's a Patel family secret location. I can't disclose all the details of what the location is. It's a Patel family secret mission, secret location. But yeah, I came to my niece's wedding. Amazing. She dropped me off here. She just took the week off, dropped me up like a true community event, like a community. The Patel family community all came together, So good. Mandatory dances, the whole thing. We'll talk about it. But yeah, no, it's nice. It's nice to be traveling and to just do a ripper on the road. So much to talk about. As I'm telling them about our Canadian rules on the COVID just ended for us. We're telling these people, and these people are saying, "What? Yo, y'all are silly." That's kind of the attitude. Oh yeah, y'all love your government too much. Okay, yeah, y'all are silly. That's the attitude. That's the attitude. And the thing is that listen, while I'm here, the Canadian government is falling apart, obviously. The Canadian government is falling apart while I'm here. It's over. What's going on? This Trudeau government just passed a bill called, that's why I had to change the emergency podcast. I had that pickup artist before, and we'll get into that as a topic. We're going to get into that as a topic, but we got to talk about this bill C67. It's basically like Minority Report in Canada. It's basically the Canadian government saying we're going to preemptively check. But yeah, let me just check in with the comments though. So many people are already here. John Ness, Mac 23806, Andrew Baker. I said Andrew Baker is here. I don't know why I paused on him. Hold on. Let me just show it to you though. Here we go. There we go. Raziel the Great, John S., Andrew Baker, John S., Tamin Muhammad, Valuable, Urana Brew. Here we go. Let's go. McZemzem. Yeah, but they were basically talking, like I'm here for a wedding. It's been a ripper of a weekend. And they're just, I love the conversation's been great. And so it is a lot of like, yeah, you guys, we're telling them like, wow, 2 years, first big party in 2 years. And they're like, what happened in 2 years? Like COVID. And they're like, oh yeah, because of COVID. Oh, y'all still believe in that? Oh, y'all still believing in that? Hohenheim Productions is here. What's up, baby? Richard Matthews, come on in. Come inside. They're just talking like it's just a silly thing. Like, what do you guys do? Oh, you still have COVID over there. you guys, you let your government, you like, oh, you guys like to let your government push you around. Oh, that's cute. That's real cute. And I want to defend Canada. I want to assume, I'm I'm a certified loving kindness coach. You guys know that. Y'all know that. John S. Shaggy's Attic knows that. Hohenheim knows that. Raziel the Great knows that. Everyone knows that in the comments. All you know that I'm certified in loving kindness. I'm not supposed to jump to the negative conclusion all the time. But right now, this is terrifying. I'm going to show you. Let's get right into the rippers. Let's just get right into the rippers, people. Let's get right into the rippers. Guess who we got here today? Guess who's coming to church today to help with the service today? Guess who's coming into the ashram to do a little service for the community today? Well, none other than Mr. Jordan Peterson. 5 minutes, 52 seconds. This got sent to me. I think it's important because this really affects comedians, this bill. It's basically like a preemptive crime bill is what I've heard about this bill in Canada. It's basically like preemptively, if you said something negative, then now we have to watch you. If you said something racist, we have to watch you. But who decides? It's just silly. Like what? And also, why Like, they're such goody. Don't be such a goody two shoes. You know what I mean? Like, they're being such a goody two shoes about this, where they're just like, let's preemptively get it. In America, they wait for you to do the crime, but in Canada, we're going to catch you before you do the crime. We're going to do crime mathematics, psychological mathematics. We'll analyze your words. We have all your data from Google, Facebook. We can analyze everything. And they're like, we have a 99.6% accuracy rate of preemptively catching a criminal. I don't know if that's what it is. That's what I'm hearing on the conspiracy tip. Let's see what the Professor Petersons have to say about it.
Hello, everyone. You may remember a few years ago, 2016 in the fall to be precise, that I recorded a video alerting people to what I saw as the dangers of a bill C16 that I regarded as an attempt to make compelled speech mandatory in Canada. Many of you watching this will be familiar with the events that transpired in consequence. Unfortunately, I feel compelled to do something similar today in a variety of different ways in relationship to another bill, a provincial one this time, Bill 67, which purports to address racist issues in the entire Ontario education system. I'm going to read something that I wrote about this as a warning.
Wow, I wish I was at a level in my life where I'm saying, and now I will read you a quote from me. And then I just read my own quote. You know what I mean? That's so professional.
A warning to citizens of Ontario and Canada. Bill 67, which purports to be nothing but an anti-racist bill, is in fact the most pernicious and dangerous piece of legislation that any Canadian government has attempted to put forward. And I hope I'm not saying that lightly.
Wow. It makes it like 30% more serious when you say, let me read something that I wrote. Like, let me read it. Like, reading stuff makes it sound bigger. But this is a very powerful tactic. He's like reading his own thing. So it's like, this is serious. And let me read from the text written by me. And then it's like, going into how dangerous it is.
It will make mandatory the subversion of the entire education system in Ontario, K-12, as well as colleges and universities, to the radically leftist doctrines known as critical theory, a thoroughly anti-Western ideology, both postmodern and Marxist in its derivation, based on the idea that all our extant institutions are racist, sexist, and discriminatory in their essence. Critical theorists assume that history is best understood as the war between identity groups, with one group always oppressing and all other groups always victimized and exploited. Critical theorists dismiss the idea of the sovereign, free individual, claiming that belief in such sovereignty and freedom does nothing but justify the oppression and exploitation of the marginalized.
Wow.
In keeping with that rejection, such theorists assume that human identity itself is best understood at the group level, with markers of race, sex, so-called gender, and sexual preference dominating. Critical theorists reject the presumption of individual innocence.
I gotta say, this is already way more complex than what I thought. I really thought it was like, if you say something racist, we're gonna come and arrest you. This is already within the education system. It's getting complicated though. Let's keep going.
Proof of wrongdoing. Assuming that membership in a group regarded as dominant and exploitative is sufficient to indicate the moral culpability of any given member of that group. Critical theorists define offense and harm as subjectively determined. Anyone who feels victimized by any statement made by anyone for any reason is fully justified in their feeling and claim of harm, regardless of the intent of the author of the statement, who is then to be...
I wish he was reading the actual bill and not himself commenting on the bill. You know what I mean? Because this is what it's doing. It's like he wrote some commentary on it, and then he's reading his commentary. So it's just automatically making it sound very official, but it's hard to tell exactly what to, get to the, what's the issue here?
Deemed guilty of such victimization.
This is bad, actually.
And denied even the opportunity for a reason.
This is really bad, but I'm just saying, let them make themselves look bad. Let me just hear the thing that they said.
Defense. Bill 67 will mandate the creation of institutions of inquisition in every educational institution.
Oh my God.
To which anyone who has an opinion or undertakes an action that is perceived to violate the tenets of critical theory will be made necessarily subject to punishment. The author of this bill, MPP Laura May Lindo, NDP, Kitchener Centre, is former head of equity.
NDP, former head of equity. Okay.
Laurier University. It was Laura May Lindo who developed the policies that resulted in the circumstances that enveloped Lindsay Shepherd in 2017, which produced a scandal provincially, nationally, and internationally, left a permanent stain on Canadian universities, on the reputation of Canadian universities, and demolished that young woman's academic ambitions and future. The fact that the Ontario Conservative government has allowed and even encouraged such legislation to be put forward under their aegis, and then ignorant and careless enough to vote in support of it, is a woeful indication of both the perniciousness and deviance of the ideas that the legislation contains, and evidence of their own, the Conservatives' own stunning and continued inability to see the danger such doctrines present. It is much harder to actually deal with the fact of the sometimes unjust distribution of privileges and resources in a complex society than to kowtow.
It's too smart. Honestly, it's too smart. I really thought this was going to be a more like, you know what I mean? And I wanted to watch a fresh rip with the community, but this is like, a lot of this is going over my head, but let's finish
radicals
it.
Who know how to viciously accuse, weaponize guilt, and claim through manipulative sloganeering the moral upper hand. But there's no excuse for the Conservatives and for the classical liberals, who also believe in the sovereignty of the individual, to trumpet their compassion for the oppressed by allowing authoritarian ideologues to gain their treacherous way. This bill, 67, threatens the integrity of all the systems that will educate all the young people in Ontario for decades to come. If it passes, the rest of the provinces in Canada will follow suit. The fact that this bill is already through second reading is inexcusable. Wake up, Canadians, before you do yourself and your children irreparable harm.
Jordan Peterson. Wow, he read his own statement. I guess that makes it. That's so smart as a YouTuber. It's like you write the statement and then you do the video of you just saying the statement. But that was all his statement. See, I was actually thinking more of this thing. Trudeau dusting off hate crime bill. John Broussard, we had an exchange via email recently where you stated that the Liberals showed no indication of reviewing Bill B36. Wait a minute. Hold on. 67. You know what? This is why hey, people, we're getting demonetized like crazy. I'll tell you what. And I need an assistant, obviously, because this is, I pulled up a video about the wrong bill. 67. I was like, what is this? This sounds too, okay. This is the one. This is the pre-crime bill. So, well, Justin Trudeau has announced he will be reviewing his hate crime bill, pre-crime bill source, post-millennial. Trudeau discussed briefly the Liberals plan to introduce a new and improved bill, C36, to amend the Criminal Code and the Canadian Human Rights Act to address hate propaganda, hate crime, hate speech. The original bill has given its first reading in June of last year, but died after an election was called. Right. So this is one of those like, this is the one I was talking about. This is the one where the comedians are under attack. So I said, this one I got to do first. This one I got to do first. And this one totally got the wrong bill on that. You see this? This is why I do need an assistant, though. Honestly, it's ridiculous. My nephews were giving me some topics before I got on. Actually, one of them was like, yo, you got to do a Pete Davidson update. And that will be coming up soon, shortly. But this is crazy, though. This bill B36, like the way that they want to preemptively, like what's the preemptive? You know what I mean? Like, what's the preemptive? Why can't we just like, you say some shit that I don't like, we could just get into a thing about it and then it's over. Why do I have to take something that you said and be like, okay, well, that's going to lead to this, and then we're going to have, and then that's might lead to hate down the road. That might lead to racism down the road. So I cannot allow that. This is another one that I got sent. And I know it's Breitbart. And don't look at me and say, what, Breitbart? Just cool it with the Breitbart. I know they're crazy, okay? But this is crazy that what's crazy about this is that only Breitbart would review a story like this. This is basically another one of these cancel culture hits on a comedian. And in America, it's just people get away with it. They just come in a mob and they get people like this canceled. But in Canada, that's the scary thing. The government is making it just official law, across the board law. And this is the kind of stuff that I feel like in Canada, they're trying to make it legit. And then here, so this is John Cleese. Let's just read the article. The British have been slaves. Comedy icon Cleese has mic taken for mocking reparations. Here's the thing. The British have been slaves. Like this sentiment, when I'm at any kind of a Patel convention, which is I'm basically at a Patel convention right now. There's like, I can't believe like there's, the group section off when you're in a big Patel house, like the different age group section off. And then like the uncles go in the garage, drink, eat, make some khichdi, heat some food up, like simple men's work kind of food that or the chicken they'll do in the garage, right? Women, they have like kitchen and side room. Maybe they're doing Saturdays in the side room. Maybe they're doing food in the kitchen, something like that. Kids are in a room. I don't know. They just somehow find a room. Sometimes the kids, they'll just be put in the jacket room. Sometimes like one bed becomes 50, 200 jackets. And then you tell the kids, okay, go play in there. That's what you guys get. So kids get a room. Teenagers get a room. 30s people get a room. Anyway, in the uncle's room, they just always say stuff like this. I'm always shocked at how much I bring up British Empire or something. And someone from India will be like, yes, Amish, and because we are stupid. Like he'll just be fully on British side. They're almost competing at the Patel conventions. I swear, they're competing for who can be more pro-British. Like one time, my uncle, you know what he said to me? He's like, Amish, without a British, there is no management. What can India can do? I'm like, guy, believe in yourself. And this is a guy who runs a water treatment plant. So he's in Canada running a water treatment plant. And so he's an incredible manager. And he's managing the shit out of it. But then he's also like, Indian people can do management. It's just, it's just that's the conversation they have so much. One guy was, you know what he was saying? So this week, they always try to push it further of like how great the British are or something, or like how stupid I think Indian people are or whatever. You know what this guy, I heard a fresh one this weekend though. I heard a fresh, brand new, like, whatever. This guy goes, Amish, the British left India because we were too stupid. If we would have done better, they would have been able to make some money on us, but we're so stupid. We couldn't even do it good enough for them. I swear to God, that's what he said. That's what he says. Brand new theory, brand new pro-colonial theory. Never heard it. Where's the banger pro-colonial theories coming from? It's not even from these white guys. But anyway, let's go through this article. Little tangent. The British have been slaves. Comedy icon Cleese. Anyway, I'm just saying all that just to be like, I'm so used to people talking like this. But see, at the Patel convention, in one room, it's okay. At the white men's convention, South by Southwest, artist convention, they just said, no. The British have been slaves. Comedy icon Cleese has mic taken for mocking reparations. Dude, they came up to him and took his mic? British comedy legend John Cleese had his mic taken by woke co-panelists at an event in Austin, Texas, after pointing out that British imperialism was not unique and that the British too were once slaves. I mean, honestly, it is true though. It is true because, and this is what I tell people who get like so offended about stuff like this, is like, everyone's just going up and down. It's just like the empires are just all ups and downs and ups and downs. Like India was number one at one point. Honestly, I think they're making a comeback. I think they could make a comeback. They're like basically they're like the biggest democracy, a lot of money, a lot of, they just have the numbers and the capacity to be one of the next world leaders. You could say that they have almost a close power advantage, that like China has maxed out fully all their power advantages because they're not a free country. Let's call it what it is. But India is a democracy, so it takes time. But for what they are, a lot of economists are saying that really India is the future biggest economy in the world. We're going to go into a generation now. It's like and a lot of people are saying that China's going to rise and then they're going to fall because they're going to have a population crash. But India is just going to keep riding up. This is the theories that are coming out. And China's doing a lot of power games with America. They want to be number one again. It's true, man. Everywhere was an empire and they just go up and down. But anyway, let's keep going. Cleese of Monty Python and Fawlty Towers fame made the remarks at a South by Southwest festival event titled John Cleese in Conversation, according to a highly slanted Hollywood Reporter article. Highly slanted. So he's doing an event called John Cleese in Conversation. And at his own event, he's just riffing, talking shit. Listen, if this guy goes down, I'm done. I can't work. I talk so much shit. I don't even know what I said half the time. This is terrifying. I guess thank God I'm brown. I don't know. Like you do get a pass on all this shit if you're brown. They just kind of let it go. But then I think I saw Patel a couple of years ago. He was doing like some South Asian event at a university, and he did a joke that was not even sexist. It was just about like gay people, but it was actually positive towards gay people. And the two girls running the South Asian University event, they just went up on stage while he was still doing his comedy. They went up and they were like, yep, you have to stop. Yep, well, your words are offensive and we're stopping you. And they just closed it. And then like half the crowd is like booing. I feel there's more booing than cheering. Some people were cheering too, though. That's the thing. It's some lefties in the crowd were like, yeah, get rid of him. He didn't say anything. He did a positive towards gay people joke, like not even underhandedly positive. It was just like the punchline was not even against gay people. It was like positive, but they kind of have an attitude like, why'd you even talk about it? You talk about your community only, and they talk about their community, and you talk about your community. So you have to leave. It was like 20 minutes in to a set. 20 minutes in, this guy's killing it. Two girls come up, like, nope, offensive. Okay, it's gonna take like 2 hours to get through this article, and I only have this place until like 3:30, so let's rip it. Riffing on an alleged joke about colonialism by Daily Show correspondent Dulce Sloan, who is black, Cleese is said to have remarked that people forget the British Empire was the basic political unit of organization for 6,000 years. The British didn't start colonizing. Indeed, colonization and empire building was conducted not only by the British, French, Russians, and other Europeans. I thought he was going to say, hey, the British didn't start colonizing, but we did it best. So don't be a hater. Because that's... Maybe that's what he says. Let's keep going. Indeed, colonization and empire building was conducted not only by the British, French, Russians, and other European peoples, but by non-white civilizations such as that of the Arabs, which spread by conquest from Arabian Peninsula through the Levant, North Africa, and for a time, Spain and Portugal. Hold on a second. I don't know why I'm just getting this paranoid thought that y'all can't hear me. Hello? Oh my God, Roberto Blake. Thanks, homie. Appreciate you. $5 from Roberto Blake. Oh my God, dude. Roberto, we got to talk about the channel, man. Every video demonetized. I played a clip from the Trump when he was on Nelk Boys this week. The video's just... They put unsearchable. Roberto's like, hey, they took off the... Roberto's like, hey, idiot. You played a clip, like they took the episode off of the Nelk Boys channel. Why would they? You know, I really should do this at the beginning, but everyone can hear me, right? Yeah, the fact that you're even talking about, good that it was censored. What? Damn, almost leaked password. Okay, wait, Roberto Blake. Plenty of races were born into slavery historically. Asians, Assyrians, Persians, Hebrews, and yes, British, even without debt. There you go, man. I mean, honestly, what's with the censorship mentality? Like, the censorship is so just like, you're not allowed to say that. Like, why do you want to do this? Just do a comeback, do a ripper on him. That's it. Do a ripper. Like the Donald Trump episode on Nelk Boys. He makes him look stupid. You idiots. He makes himself look stupid. I'm telling my 12-year-old cousin about the thing because he missed it because they deleted it so quick. The Trump episode on Nelk Boys, they just deleted it within 2 days. But luckily I caught like most of it. He makes himself look stupid. Even they're laughing at him, the Nelk Boys, because he was talking at one point, because he's still talking about how he didn't really lose the election. Donald Trump, Donnie T. I wouldn't even say Trump, maybe. Maybe I shouldn't even say the word. Donnie T. So Donnie T says, once they're done counting in Pennsylvania, the whole thing's going to start turning around and everyone's going to know I won the election. Like he's talking to, it's crazy. The Nelk Boys are laughing at him. I'm telling like young guys that listen to Nelk Boys, like my nephews, I'm like, dude, he's talking about like, they're laughing at him. It's like silly. He looks stupid. Just leave it. So dumb. Roberto Blake, pro-censorship doesn't care about facts, only leveraging, validating vulnerable people, regardless of merit, to virtue signal for aesthetics. Yeah. It is like, well, at least in America, it's like independent kind of like, I can't believe Canada, it seems like, I guess that is the trajectory of a Trudeau though. Like he is such a little goody two shoes with all his like social justice stuff, which fine, fair enough. But the thing is that what people don't understand is that all that social justice that corporate social justice where you just do things that don't cost you any money, that's not going to lose you any votes, but you just say, I believe women are number one, and I love all the women, and they should be equal. Like, they just say shit like that to get votes. Ultimately, he doesn't do shit for anyone, like, really, on that sense. Like, he's not really helping them, I don't think. And, you know, at the end of the day, like, the things that matter aren't getting done. But the problem is that I guess that if you're going in hard with social justice, and if you're winning the elections with social justice, at some point they're going to be like, well, then make it official. We got you in office. Bill C67, do the hate crime, pre-thought crime bill. We want to preemptively strike on these people. We want, like, man, I'm so screwed. This is why everyone, you should make sure you keep watching the show, hit the like button. I hate to ask people for money, but you know what? I'm going to talk to her in the next couple of weeks. I'll talk to Roberto. We'll make a plan. I got to write, you know, I was talking to Roberto about this. He's like, I'm like, how do we do? And by the way, if you don't know Roberto Blake, he's got a great YouTube channel on internet marketing and specifically YouTube, actually. He's a YouTube marketing guruji. 500,000 subs. 500,000 subs. So he is a very powerful guruji of YouTube. And he was saying, like, go on the subscription thing, but you know, the tiers got to be bangers. The tiers got to be silly and fun. So we'll figure it out. Listen, we're moving and we're shaking. And so I was going to say, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you do your karmas, hit the like, hit the subscribe, do all that, because at the end of the day, like, what are we going to do? I probably did 800 hate crimes on this podcast already. According to this stupid bill, what are they calling a hate crime? Hate crime is a pre-crime. Pre-crime means you talk some shit. People aren't allowed to say the British Empire. Like, dude, you know how many people from India love the British Empire? Cancel all of them? You got to fire everyone. Come on in, man. Thanks. Renting a studio for the first time on the podcast. What's up, homie? How you doing? Sick. This guy just brought me a power cord. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Damn. Yeah, can you just plug it into the bottom thing right there? Down the back of it? Sick.
Yeah, this one's for my computer. Solid,
Yo,
yeah.
dude, I would never take, he's just checking with me that I don't like leave with his MacBook Pro computer. I would never take someone's USB-C to USB-C. And this time, with Apple being what it is, having two ports, I mean, it's just, it would be unacceptable. No, don't worry, man. I got you. Give me 1 second. What's up? Can you do credit card after? No, I'm coming from Canada. yeah. But don't worry, man, we'll figure it out. Right.
So give me a call when you're done.
6. Okay, cool. Wow, dude. Here on the road, can't say where. Secret Patel family location, had to come for a wedding, amazing wedding. But let's just keep reading this article. I really got to get used to, you know, I was thinking about what to work on for the show this week, and I'm like, just do one topic and finish the topic. And so far, hey, it's like I'm coming back, right? And that's the improvements that you always want to be working on. Okay, indeed, colonialism and empire building was conducted not only by the British, French, Russians, and other European peoples, but by non-white civilizations such as that of the Arabs, which spread conquest from the Arabian Peninsula through the Levant, North Africa, and for a time, Spain and Portugal, and that of the Turks, who originate in Central Asia, but have now almost totally displaced the predominantly Greek Christian civilization of Anatolia and East Thrace, including the former Constantinople, lending a credence to the old adage that many a true word is said in jest. Wow, that's the next level. This guy's smart. That's so British, which adds credence to the old adage that many a true word is said in jest. Yeah. Like all the colonizer jokes are all like, it's like, that's why colonizer jokes are so silly. They are funny. Like it's good to do colonization jokes just to get it. It's almost like good for the culture. Get it in the awareness, get it in the consciousness, talk shit about it, say it's bad, it's stupid. But I guess some people just want to focus on like, no, white people did it. If anyone does it, it's wrong. History is a history of crime. It's a history of people who were stronger, beating up people who were weaker. And it's always been that. It's deeply, deeply distasteful but to pretend that one lot were worse than another, you do know the British have been slaves twice, right? Cleese asked his co-panelist, who supposedly attempted to change the subject. Oh, come on! If I was there, I would have got into it. Come on, dudes! Have respect! This is John Cleese. He's one of the greatest comedians of our time, greatest writers. He did like Monty Python, a lot of his big stuff. Maybe young people don't know him, but like, this is a big man in the community. Have respect! No respect, dude. This guy did spiritual jokes too. That's why that's why I love him, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, you're really going back. Pasternak is said to have rejoined, as if the abolition of slavery by the British 189 years ago was a recent phenomenon. Wow, I love that Breitbart they put their own commentary in. You're really going back, Pasternak is said to have rejoined, as if the abolition of slavery by the British 189 years ago was a recent phenomenon. No, but why does it have to be so adversarial? Like, I would never say like I love the British and I wish the British Empire would come back, which so many people in my family, like the uncles are like probably like 60-40 split. Honestly, my dad used to say it. And then yesterday, like 3 different uncles had different theories on how the British is the best, man. It's stupid. You just stupid. Like they love them. I don't know what to do. But they have a very like, you could like, it initially comes across as like, what is it called when you're like pimped? What is it called when you're pimped? But it's like a more of an emotional, not gaslighting, Stockholm syndrome. People say India is like a country with Stockholm syndrome. Like they're colonized for so long that they're like, oh, please come back. Like, they have that kind of mentality. But I think they're being more realistic about it because they almost have like an old history. And they just talk about how like, listen, man, it was just like someone conquering someone. Even when the Hindu guy was here, they were garbage because they got conquered. Like they became corrupt and then they got conquered by Muslims and they got conquered by everyone. And then the British came. But it is a little bit weird how in these Patel conventions too, they'll talk about how great the British are, but then they'll say like, but they say Musalman like then they're mad that Muslims took it over. So maybe it is a little bit of racism that can be dealt with in the community. But listen, you got to talk about it. You just got to talk it out. Let it all out. That's the loving kindness approach. Let it all out. Don't judge it. You can see them. We are all just children of the Most High God, doing our best to make sense of the world. So if that's how they're thinking, then tell them how you think they're thinking wrong. That's all you can do. If you start digging your heels in, they dig their heels in. And we were talking about this last time too. Some people think like, I'll have such a good tight rip on this guy or I'll cancel them and then they'll learn. And it's like, canceling is not going to make them learn. Even a tight rip, it could make them learn. But if it's like, even that, if it's like mean and like, if it's like said, so it depends on how he said this. Like if he said, hey, you're really going back there, buddy. That's funny. But if he said, you're really going back, then it's like he's canceling with his eyes. He's canceling with his personality. You know what I mean? It's not like a silly discussion, which is what it always should be. Don't get into this. Why are people fighting? Anyway, let's keep going. This is getting so uncomfortable, Velez added. Why? Don't be uncomfortable. Just talk about it. Talk it out. It's not a big deal. This is getting so uncomfortable, Velez added, facetiously asking if this was the new Dave Chappelle special. Oh, come on. And then we got to do that. And then we got to say, hey, what are we on, the Joe Rogan podcast? Just cool it. A reference to the hugely popular black comedian. Yeah, we know Breitbart. Look at Breitbart, eh? They have to put... This is such a white supremacist newspaper that they got to be like, what is this, the Chappelle special? A reference to the hugely popular black comedian who has been under sustained fire from less popular but more woke comics for joining about transgenderism. Breitbart News. Wow, you showed your whiteness, didn't you? You showed your whiteness. Why would you have to say Chappelle, the famed comedian who's had like everyone knows Chappelle, right? On this show, everyone knows Chappelle. I'll never imagine I start off the show and I'm like, Chappelle, He did a sketch comedy show, and recently he's been under fire for some of his speeches on trans people. Anyway, let's keep going because I really gotta. Honestly, this was like one of my goals for today is just do one topic all the way through, Amish. Just do one topic all the way through to it, and then wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going. Unperturbed, Cleese reportedly said he wanted reparations from Italy, a remark which the Hollywood Reporter claims drew shocked gasps. Come on. That's funny. Why are people? I'm getting canned. Oh, God. Hey, everyone. Donate to the show. Honestly, I hate to listen. I know I've never said it like that. I've never just said, hey, give me money. But that's where it's going. How can you? That's such a silly joke. He goes, like, they should have said, yeah, good luck, idiot. That's what they just say that. Don't say idiot, but say good luck, dude. I don't think they're going to pay. You just, you know, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Unperturbed Cleese reportedly said he wanted reparations from Italy, a remark which the Hollywood Reporter claims drew shocked gasps, and from the French, noting that the Normans came over in 1066. They were horrible people from France, and they came and colonized us for 30 years. Damn, we need reparations there too, I'm afraid. Uh-oh. It is unclear whether Cleese misspoke or was misquoted here, as the so-called Norman yoke remained upon the English for many centuries after the conquest in 1066. So Breitbart is even like, actually, John Cleese, it was not 30 years, it was hundreds of years. Britons were also carried off into slavery in significant numbers by the Vikings and the Barbary pirates of North Africa for hundreds of years, although Cleese did not get around to mentioning them as Sloan took away his microphone shortly after the reparation exchange. Excuse me? That's it. You're done. Thank you. Excuse me. Yeah, you're done. Thank you. Have respect, man. Honestly, how do you do that? What silly, like, sorry, sir. You have to take your mic. Yep, that's it. So ridiculous. And now you save the colonizer, Pasternak said, prompting Sloan to suggest that she had saved a comic whose career I respect, as if the 82-year-old comedy icon's career could be destroyed by his poking fun at the far left because of slavery reparations. Okay. The notionally right-wing Mail Online also covered the South by Southwest panel, but adopted much the same admonishing tone as the Hollywood Reporter, suggesting that Cleese had gone on a rant. Oh, shit. So even another right-wing organization, Mail Online, was like, you know what, Cleese? Went a little too far with the colonialism jokes. Went a little too far with the... I want reparations. What? That's... It is funny, but is it rude? Like, is it... Yeah, I don't know. I guess you can't compare... Like, he's just comparing, like... One thing that was... Okay, here's what it is. The Brits won last. So if you're the winner, you do have to be kind of cool about it, I think. So I think that's the issue. Much of Britain's conservative and right-wing press has inculcated woke ideology, as many of the new generation of journalists have very little in common with their readers. Oh. So they're still dissing Mail Online. Wow. Did the conservatives got to rip each other? That's so silly. And then this is the next story. The Telegraph has published a review defending Netflix's cuties against an age terrified of child sexuality. Damn, dude, Breitbart knows how to write them. He knows how to write the clickbaiters. This is how you compete in the market right now. You got to have these. Let's see what the comments are saying. Pragmatics. Well, it is all true. The Romans took angles back to Rome as slaves. The Norse and Danish invaders took many slaves from Britain. Norway has a massive sovereign wealth fund, so it had better start to ante up. Actually, yesterday at the Patel convention, there was an uncle, like we have a professor uncle. We have an uncle professor, and he was saying like, this is the history of the. That's what he was telling me too. Like he thought I was gonna be all like upset about some shit that someone said, because I think someone said, You know what happened yesterday at the uncle section of the Patel event? In the uncle section, what happened was one guy was saying we were too stupid and the British had to leave because we were too dumb to get in line and make it easy enough for them to make money. And then I basically said, brother, I'm a child of God, brother. Not meant to live under a dictatorship, colonial dictatorship, brother. And I guess the professor uncle was saying, listen, man, the Brits, they also were taken as slaves by these guys or whatever. Yeah, it does get complicated when you start looking at history and you want to go like, yeah, that is complicated. But at the same time, like, I don't think this has to be seen as such an insult to American reparations. I guess that's what he's doing. Like in America, they're trying to have a discussion about black people getting reparations. And then he's coming in the middle, be like, reparations. I want reparations. I have all the arguments. So I don't know. I'm not even saying like, that's not rude a little bit. You know, it is kind of like when there's a Black Lives Matter protest and then someone says, oh, don't all lives matter? It's like, hey, they believe in something. They're protesting something. You're just going to come do a protest of a protest? Just go home then. You believe in your thing. That's how I strongly believe that. You believe in your thing. I don't like when a protest comes out on a protest. I don't like it. And I guess on some emotional level, that's what this is. It is like an old more conservative man or whatever saying like, oh, everyone's reparations, it'll make them lazy. Like he's trying to make that point and he's trying to stir the pot with that. It's just like, my only problem with this is like, how about instead of canceling, you know, you just come back with your arguments and you talk your talk and they talk their talk. And I just feel like it's not the end of the world. Like, why does everything have to be so like, well, now I'm offended and now you are canceled and that's it. And there's no other way we can be friends and we cannot talk to each other even. That's kind of my issue more than anything. If you want to say he's being like backward or whatever, you can do it in the jokes. You know, you can do rips back on him that are just like calling him an old man or whatever. You know what I mean? Like just do jokes. I think that's fair. You know, and you just got to get your rippers tight. But this is a big thing with cancel culture. A lot of times it's like, it's just an uncle doing jokes. It's just a great white BabaJi, the great white Guruji. And he is an elder in his community, in his white community, and he's doing some jokes. And he's saying, what, our culture is bad? Why is everyone saying the Patels, like, this was happening in Patel community too. They say, why is everyone insulting the Patels community? The white people are all divorced. The black people are doing this. The Chinese are doing this and that. And what, these white people are living paycheck to paycheck, no money. They'll say shit. You know, it's like just have the conversation is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's like, he says his rip on like, oh, the British are so bad. Well, we were also colonized and we were also, so, okay, just do your disses back to him, I'm saying. Why does someone have to come and say, excuse me, sir, you have to go now. Sorry, sir, you have to go. Sorry, sir, I can't allow you to have that. I can't allow you to talk into the mic, sir. Sorry, sir, you have to go now. Like, are you proud of yourself? I guess they are. I guess they feel like they're making a difference. I just feel like, what? Like, oh no, what happened? Hold up, let me share the right spot. I don't know what y'all can see right now. Can y'all see the comments? So many people in the comments. Natasha Razor, reparations in Britain should include a dental plan and free plastic surgery. Oh, Natasha got the rips. You see that? Do you see how the good joke can just divert and just calm the situation? Yeah, reparations to fix your crooked ass teeth. That's it. It's over. That's what you do. You got to come in with anything like that. Anything under 100 years is recent and in the context of history. R. McDonough, okay? Roberto Blake says everyone should be allowed to talk shit. That's what comedy is. Yeah, I know. This really is. And honestly, we've never said this on the show. Because the show started with Steven Copyzilla calling out scammers. So we never wanted to come on the show and be like, oh, hey, give us money. We need money, whatever. But honestly, like, I'm not going to survive, people, in this environment. How can I survive? Honestly, every episode, there's got to be 6 or 7 things. I'm just one thing. Like, you know how like even with these guys like Dalia, when these guys they got to cancel them, they got to go back 9 years. They got to go 10 years to cancel these guys. They're gonna listen drip 2 episodes back. They go, oh, we got him. That's it. they're gonna be like, wait, how many did you have to go? How many episodes you got? I'm 2 episodes in. Got him. Amish, got him. 2 episodes in. Got him. Oh, wait a minute. He's going live right now. Oh, got him. Got him. Got him. Are we recording this? Oh, no, he's recording it. Got him. Got him. Every other thing I say is ridiculous. I can't be held responsible for this. No, but honestly, that's why I like the thing of like, it's channeled. It's channeled. I'm not even talking. The Tao's talking. Shakti is channeling into me and coming out. I am just a vessel. Channeling the source energy. And that's my religion. And that's my Buddhist religion, what it teaches. So if anyone's trying to cancel me, just stop it. I can't believe some of these guys, honestly, the guy from SNL, I met him too. The guy that got canceled after he went on SNL. They went back, I swear they went back like 9 years, I think, to find some offensive shit he did. Like 9 years earlier, he did a Chinese accent. They got him fired from SNL. And that's it, out of the game. Well, not really out of the game. Now his podcast is popping and he's doing other cool stuff. But what's his name again? Shane. I forgot his name. Great guy. He's a great guy though. I saw him live in Toronto too. And even when I saw him, I was like, hey man, sick show, man. I take a selfie, but I don't want to get canceled. And he was like, ha ha ha, yeah. I'm an outcast. There's pain in his heart. There's pain in his heart because he really was like, no, you know, I didn't mean it. He even said that. He's like, no, but you know, I didn't mean it. I was like, no, baby, of course. Like, that's stupid. Come on. Like to just cancel someone. Like, no. I'll tell you my official attitude on canceling. I've said this before. Canceling people is toxic masculinity. It's rude. It's rude. It's like very punitive. The feminine thing to do would be to forgive, nurture, rehabilitate, create, like use the loving kindness to bring a correction into them. Hold on a second. I think I'm sharing the wrong thing. Firefox, share sound. God is great. Okay, there we go. Masha Z, mashallah. Masha Z, mashallah. Mac 23806, Yahubi, R. McDonough, Roberto Blake. Let's read some of these. DJ Dumlau. Is in it free speech should be you can say what you want to say because that's your option. The other people should not have the right to cancel the person. I agree, but yeah, with this John Cleese thing, the guy wrote like the most incredible shit. Incredible writer, incredible, like, and he does all these spiritual. I gotta watch all these again because this guy has a body of work. Let's look at it. Man, I have so many topics, but it's 2:45 already. So, hey, God is great. This guy's been in the game forever. And look at this. 1 day ago, 2 days ago. Damn, we are on the issues on the drip. We are on top of the issues on the drip. Look at this. Monty Python to return to TV after almost 25 years. Not anymore. I guess that's like 2 days ago. He's coming back to TV. 1 day ago, John Cleese had thoughts on slavery at SXSW. It was super critical. Okay. John Cleese insists upon reparations for the British at... Come on. It's like a half joke. It's like a half joke. He's just, oh yeah, I want reparations. Just tell him like, oh yeah, to fix your stupid teeth. That's the right attitude though, Natasha. Good job on that one. Good ripper there, bud. Good ripper. Yeah, no, always bring the rippers in here. Love it. Bringing back clips is going to help a lot. Roberto Black, thanks, homie. Amish, we are going to figure out the demonetization. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Yahubi, R. McDonough. Mashallah, Mashazi, Joshua Leland. Gas is pretty expensive. You could start a shipping ring. That would be pretty epic. Okay, sick. Great. We're getting business ideas. McZemzem says pump the stock. Hey, pump the stock. Pump the stock because in this environment, in this cancel environment, man, Shane Gillis, I think his name is Shane Gillis. They got him. They had to go 9 years back to find him. Drip, they're going to go back 2 episodes. And then they're going to go after Steven, I bet. Honestly. And that's a real disservice to the community. Like he's calling out scammers, doing full investigations. No, but it's fine. We're going to be fine because we're going to just take care of ourselves. Smooth operator, great name. You can't get hired anywhere if you have a spicy social media nowadays. Honestly, dude, I booked a commercial last year and they did a social media background check. hey, we're just gonna do a social media background check. I just signed off on it. So yeah, it was like some banking commercial. They were like, well, we have to do the background check. Criminal? To see if I did crimes? To see if I hurt another human being? No, social media background check. I should have just told them, like, where's the results of it? You know what I mean? And then go back, clean it up. Or rip forward. Rip forward in life. Don't look back. Just keep going forward. Because honestly, I'm writing on one TV show. I'm going to Banff Film Festival this year. TV Festival, I think, is the biggest television festival in the world. I'm going there for another TV show that I'm writing. So the TV stuff is coming. This pays a little. Honestly, the clips, Roberto's right. The clips are everything. And this weekend, I figured out a new system for my thumbnails, because thumbnails are big on the YouTube channel. So the thumbnails are going to get sexy this week. I'm just on a vacation. We've been getting wasted every night, honestly. It's been great. Ooh, Steve the Canadian. Oh, zero Steve the Canadian. I don't know why I'm turning it. It's like, ooh, Steve the Canadian. Ooh, business deal or not, I wouldn't have agreed to it. It's public info though, but if they ask, it's a no. Huh. DJ Dumb Loud, the cancel culture seems to hinder free speech. I think the cancel culture is not democratic. Yeah, no, it's very like punitive. Like it is like putting someone in jail. You know what I mean? Or like ostracizing. It's a very negative thing. And according to my Buddhist, because y'all know that I'm a loving kindness coach, officially certified loving kindness coach. According to my beliefs, my teachings, I'm actually not supposed to cancel. Like I have to have that attitude of like, give them the benefit of the doubt and say what's happening and can we talk to them and can we, you know what I mean? And then with old people, like I'm not saying like, you know, because sometimes they can be pretty conservative, I feel like old people, but then it's also like, do you want to ruin your day? Right? Do you want to ruin your day because someone talks some shit, a little bit of shit, and then do you want to be like, do you want your life to be like, anyone says a little thing and I'm like, oh, can you believe it? Can you believe what they said? Oh, I just can't stand. It's like, they're foolish. Just laugh at it. Everyone says, ooh, Steve the Canadian, ooh, lolly, didn't realize the O and zero line up with the ooh, oh, Canada, LOL. Oh, Steve the Canadian. Yeah, I don't know what the O's are, but you know what? I like it. It's kind of like that Superwoman I, but you're doing oh. That's great. Roberto Blake, cancel culture should technically be illegal because you could argue it's tortuous, that's for sure. But I think he's saying tortious interference and beyond that, and recognize effort to harass. Yeah. Well, that's the problem with the pre-crime bill. The hate crime bill, which is a pre-crime bill. Like this is, you know, and look, as a loving kindness coach, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I want to say, you know what they're doing? They love the community so much. They're like, let's preemptively catch the bad guys. And I think we just have to say, no. Only after they do the thing. You can't just go on some word. Like, this is ridiculous. Anyway, let's move on. And thanks for coming, everyone. You are loved. You're appreciated. I'm traveling. This is the first time I've traveled and I've done the show. This is amazing. Organizing a collective effort to impact someone's income and livelihood should be illegal. Yeah, Roberto, honestly, 100%, man. I mean, when someone goes too heavy on like a canceling thing, it almost does feel a little bit like if someone came to your house and said, yo, we got to beat these guys up. Like, I remember being in high school and like, there was an age after which I didn't go on these like beating people up missions. You know what I mean? Because I was like, well, that's like, where's that going to go? Are we really going to do this? We're going to go on a beating up mission? We should be on a loving kindness mission. I knew from early, I didn't know it was that I should be on loving kindness mission back then. But now I know that it's like, we can't be on killing missions. It takes just as much energy to go on a loving kindness mission than a killing mission. And if you watch Swingers, the movie Swingers, this happens in Swingers. They're out at the club, right? They're out at the club and this other crew, and this happens to a lot of gentlemen in the community. If you're out, like me, if you're out partying, you're out dancing, it becomes very masculine, hard energy. And if you take the wrong friend with you, this almost happened on Friday, actually. We went to the club with a guy who, great guy, great, what a sweetie baby kind of a guy. But some people, they start drinking angry, looking for fights. They're looking for fights in the culture. They're looking for reasons to get into it in the community. Yeah. And this is very dangerous. And according to my spiritual teachings, loving kindness, we shouldn't be looking for ways to cancel each other. We should be looking for ways to help and heal and rehabilitate and convince people that, like, hey, you're thinking the wrong way here, John Cleese. Maybe you're thinking the wrong way here. You know? So anyway, let's go on to the next topic, because honestly, that is pretty goddamn depressing. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to play the music on it because we keep getting demonetized. We're going to read this article. Next topic. Next topic. Pete Davidson says he's done with being quiet in alleged text exchange with Kanye West. Brilliant. Brilliant. I mean, this whole family, Kim, him, Kanye, you know, it really is like, you got to find ways to be in the spotlight, I feel like. And they know how to do it, don't they? They're dressing up wacky, silly. That's great. But I do like just this beefing back and forth. And I do love how Kanye, like, every time an album's going to come out, every time an album is coming out, which I think one just came out a couple of days ago, he's getting wacky. Ye starts getting wacky and silly, doesn't he? And I think it's all mixed in. It's all mixed in. Because he's getting wacky and silly, but also that is the mother of his kids. So he's maybe angry about it. He's like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, you're dating someone, they start banging another person before you. This is an issue, man. That's a mental health issue. Yes. Don't say no. That's not my problem. Oh, you're enlightened? What are you, enlightened? You're dating someone for a year or two. Y'all break up. They're with a new, oh, we're in love. The quicker they go, this is a mental health issue for you. I remember one ex, like, I'm scrolling through Instagram and I could see her face, and then I could see that she was like hugging on someone. I said, no, cut it. No, unfollow it, cut it. I saw her, happy face. I know her face when she's all happy, when she's banging and having a good time. I know that face. So I saw that face, and then I could see the hint of a man. I said, unfollowed it. Don't need it. Mental health, it's a mental health issue. It's a mental health issue. So we're talking about a lot of different, very emotional things mixing up. This is very public too. Look at them. They rub it in his face. They're so rubbing it in his face. And now we're on to Bieber, so let's just stop that. Pete Davidson is apparently fed up with Kanye West. The Saturday Night Live star, 28, appears to have told the rapper, 44, that he is done being quiet in an alleged text exchange shared by Davidson's friend and writer, Dave Cyrus, in a since-deleted Instagram post. Missed the post, but this is a fresh story. 16 hours ago, my nephew gave it to me. Fresh story. Let's keep it going. The alleged conversation was shared Sunday afternoon after West posted on his Instagram page criticizing ex Kim Kardashian 41 for her parenting skills, including allowing their daughter North, 8, to remain on TikTok against his wishes. At the beginning of the alleged conversation, Davidson called Kardashian literally the best mother I've ever met, before calling out West for his own parenting skills. Oh shit, Pete. Pete, that's what she does for those kids is amazing, and you're a effing lucky that she's your kid's mom, he wrote. Wow, this is how Davidson stays on top of the. This is big BDE. I don't want to swear, and when we get back to the home studio, I have a button for beeping myself swearing, so that we can get around these YouTube algorithms. No swearing and no saying the T word. If we talk about the one who shall not be named, ex-pres, we can say El Presidente. El Presidente, something like that. That's what we should do. Then the comedian allegedly put his foot down. I decided I'm not going to let you treat us this way anymore, and I'm done being quiet, he wrote. Grow the F up. Pete Davidson. That's a lot. Wow, dude. I remember I was hooking up with someone's wife, and I just felt like such a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Even though she was kind of like, don't worry, we're done or whatever, and then he was trying to make it work, I still felt like, I don't want to get in the middle of this. You know what I mean? But he's just in. He's like, hey, you leave her alone. She's with me now, pal. During the exchange, Davidson claimed that he has stopped SNL from mocking the rapper on the show for months, in addition to refraining from making jokes about him during stand-up routines. This is actually, yeah, okay. You have no idea how nice I've been to you despite your actions towards me, the jokester seems to have written in a text, later adding, I've had your back even though you treat me like she, because I want everything to be smooth. But if you continue to press me like you have for the last 6 months, he noted, I'm gonna stop being nice. Oh, shit, dude. This is a ripper. No, this is how you stay on top. And this is how Pete Davidson is making the comedian sexy. With his grace, the comedian will become sexy. Until now, the musician always gets the girlfriends. All the musician had girlfriends. But now Pete Davidson will make the comedian, elevate the status of the comedian to a sexy personality. And that's great. People has reached out to Davidson and West reps for comment. The alleged text exchange between Davidson and West is believed to have been in response to some of the 12 now deleted posts shared on the rapper's Instagram page Sunday morning. In his first post of the day, West reposted a now deleted TikTok video featuring his daughter and estranged wife in black clothing and makeup while lip-syncing to the song Emo Girl by Machine Gun Kelly, featuring Willow Smith. In the caption, West took issue with the message he believed was being sent by both the song and his daughter's video. About an hour later, West shared a video of himself in which he claimed he told Kardashian to stop antagonizing me with North's TikTok. Did you think that maybe North wanted to do a TikTok though? That's the problem with any kind of dance related stuff. If kids want to dance, it is, as a parent, you can't stand in the way. You can't stand in the way. That's not the time to say, oh, but TikTok is the Chinese owned this and that, and I don't want to support. You have to find, if your child wants to dance, you have to find a way. And if you're like India and they get rid of TikTok because they don't want to support Chinese government, okay, then do it on Instagram. Like, you can't say, listen, if the kids want to dance, you gotta let the kids dance. You gotta let the kids dance, you know, and we know this better than anyone in the Patel community. We know this better than anyone in the Patel community. Let me show you something, actually. I think this is important. Let's go desktop. There's like so many. Okay, look at this. That's me with my nephew. Hold on, I'm gonna do a share with no audio. Desktop 1, God is great and God is great. Look at this. That's one spot. Damn, dude. Oh, that's. Hold up. Dancing is very important, is what I'm saying. In the Patel community, dancing is very important. I don't know if y'all got that. Let me make sure I didn't get taken off stream. Damn it. That's terrifying. Let the kids dance. You got to let the kids dance, right? I love it. Everyone's on board with this. Let the kids dance. No, dude, you know the best part of the wedding, though? Honestly, this is so funny. First of all, to start the dance floor, they had a planned group dance. This is the South Asian community at work. This is the Patel community, the South Asian community. This is what we do. Wedding has to have a dance. When I was younger, I probably did 8 to 10 dances. What do you think? You think BabaJi didn't do my dances? You think BabaJi didn't do my karmas? I did my karmas. I did many dances, 8 to 10 dances. But then once you're past the age, you're past the age. That being said, there's another girl who did a solo dance. Before the Ripper dance, there's another girl who did a solo dance. And I'm telling my niece, who's the one getting married, I'm like, yo, that's sick that she did that dance. Like, how do you know her? And my niece is like, never met the girl. I think I saw her once, like 10 years ago somewhere, and that's it. And I'm like, and she was like, man, and that's why I was like, what a beautiful dance. Dude, the girl's dance was like it was a good dance though. It was a solo dance celebration of love. But this is what you do at the Patel. You have to. Honestly, one time I saw auntie do it. One time I saw like a 55-year-old auntie just show up at an event and say, hello, I prepared a dance. And that's it. I have prepared a dance and I will have to do a dancing now. Thank you. And she just told whoever was running the wedding, like, I have prepared one dance. So you have to give me a time to showcase and I will need some time with the DJ. I will talk to DJ. Don't worry, I will coordinate it. And you will show me the time to dance and I will do one dance. Same. The auntie didn't even know the bride and groom. I swear to God, didn't even know them. And people were trying to argue. People were trying to be like, what the hell? She wants to do a dance. Wait, you can't just let her do a dance. And then some uncle probably steps in, hey, this is a community. Okay, this is a community. That's what happens, yeah. Great dance. It was a great warm-up dance because then they had a perfect balance of dances. They had one party ripper right before the thing started, but then before that, they had like a slower celebration of love dance. Just some 12-year-old girl that my niece knew when she was 2 or something, Star when she was 2, something. But it was like my mom's cousin's daughter or something like that. So it's like, they want to do a dance. You got to let them do the dance. Anyway, let's read some of these and let's finish this Pete Davidson article and then we're going to call it a day, baby. And then I might come back tomorrow. Not sure. Tell me what y'all think of this in the comments. We got CB Applejack 59. Adults must make decisions for the child. Well, listen, if the kid, I'm saying, look, if the kid wants to dance, you got to let them dance. Fern says, you had the lady's blessing. You're allowed. Right? Like if you're a kid, I do find it a little rude to like bring the kid into your fight. It's like the kid's doing a dance, man. You know how good it makes the parents feel when their kids are dancing hard? And at this wedding that I just went to, all the kids dancing, dude. All the kids ripping on the dance. And the dance included younger generations too. And then my cousin who knows like official dances, he's doing like proper dances. And then he's telling a younger guy like, come on, man. I want to see those moves on the dance floor tomorrow. You have to carry this torch. It is your time, young man. Like a 30-year-old is telling a 20-year-old. Or like he's 32 and he's telling a 22-year-old, it is your time, dude. Carry the torch on the dance floor. Who will be the main dancer? Who will be the dancer that raises all the energy of the dance floor? It will be you for 5 years, 10 years. Let's see it. This is your karmas. This is your karmas. You know, and then he's looking at me and even my nephew, he goes, don't look at it, Amish mama. He has done his karmas. Now I'm doing my karmas, but next generation will be your turn. So make sure you do the dance. That's how it's always, you got to do the dance so the kids learn the dance. Amazing, man. What an incredible party. So much fun. I really got to organize the clips and play them. The thing is that with the music, we're going to get flagged. So let me go through them a bit and I'll look at them tomorrow with y'all. But thanks everyone for your comments. Fern, ripping and dipping on the dance floor. Natasha Razor, what a fun event. It was so fun. Could you guys hear? Okay, could y'all hear the music when I played the video? Because there's one song, I just want to play it for you actually, but it sounds remixed enough. Should I risk it? Let's risk it. Let's do it. It's such a ripper of a remix. Let me just show you. Share sound. Let's do it. Let's risk it. Let's go. This is the one. What an event. There's two twins just like James Bond too. So cute. So good that she got married, man. I usually hate weddings and I hate the whole idea of it, but this has got to be like the first time that psychologically I've been in the right place too, where I'm like, this is, of course, we've got to do this. So fun. And then everyone got together. And I saw these people like 10 years earlier when they're babies. And yeah, some of the dudes are just straight up like just undeniably hot now. And it's weird. It is a weird thing to say. I was telling my friend, younger actor, and I was telling her like, yo, you got to meet my nephews. Like they're fucking gorgeous. 6'5", 6, some of them. And she's just, yeah, they're just like, yeah, okay. Even if I'm dating someone, I'll show them a picture. They'll be like, oh my God, this guy's way better. Like, what are you doing? So hot. And each generation improves. So they're kind of like just very put together, kind of like fuckboys. You know what I mean? They're like very well put together. I mean, they got like the ear, like they're dressing up way more than any of us ever did. So God bless them. Love it. But I love that remix though. That remix was so sick. That, no, wrong one. Wrong one. Stop the share. Hold on. Let's go back to chat and then we're going to finish this Pete Davidson article. And then I think I might come back tomorrow. I do have to tell you about, like, I bought a scam pickup artist class. Yeah, I know. It's really embarrassing. Listen, anyone can get got. Anyone can get got. So don't think about that. Okay. I do it for you guys. I do it so that I have something to come here to talk about with you. So I bought this program called Tinder Biohack. Actually, this is perfect. I'll show you. By this guy, Tay Social. Honestly, seems like he's a very charming man. He's a very charming, good classes. And every single one of his videos, he opens the video with like, hey, my name's Tay Social. I teach you how to pick up girls on the street or whatever. And then he goes, but if you want to support me or what, like while you're here, hey, make sure you check out tinderbiohack.com, tinderbiohack.com, sick online dating. Bro, once you get the Tinder Biohack, forget it, bro. You're going to get laid so much, bro. You're going to kill it. And honestly, like, I was like, the guy's other teachings are pretty powerful. They are good teachings. Like a men's dating coach. He's got powerful teachings in his other videos. So I said, maybe the Tinder Biohack. Anyway, $50 US, bought it. It's like 6 pictures is the whole class. And it's a bunch of pictures like this. It's like 25 or 30 pictures like this. It's like not even a program or a class. It's just like, like on the video, it's like, yo, check out tinderbiohack.com. Sick program, bro. You won't even believe it, bro. Sick program, so sick. Once you get it, dude, your whole Tinder. And then I got it, and that's my fault, and that's my sin. But then once I got it, yeah, he just goes, it's like 6 Photoshop pictures, but we'll have to review that tomorrow. I'm gonna get kicked out of here soon. Like I said, I am on the road. Can't say where, but I'm on the road. And yeah, CB Applejack, $59, $2. Dancing leads to unholy idea. No dancing. Right, exactly. He's obviously being silly. Adults must make decisions for the child. Yes, of course. Sounds like we need to create a subreddit where the congregation posts their TikTok dances at the drip. Hohenheim, that's a great idea. We do need some kind of Reddit program. We do need some kind of Reddit program where I can go out, where we can find the most viral, powerful poppers, bring them in. But I gotta say, today we did 2 very cutting edge stories and the comments have been great. On ice, they can send videos in the family group chat. Yes, they can. Hohenheim production, dancing leads to forking. Yeah, Roberto Blake, you can do like 5 to 10 seconds. Okay. Yeah, 5 to 10 second dances. Honestly, I gotta say, like, we as a family, we were thinking about doing the song that's like, the song that's like, you want to bamba? Dance with that big man, dance with that big man, bamba. Like, there's that song, right? We actually found the song thinking it'll be such a great song. Honestly, the rest of the song, it's okay. It's really the 5 to 10 seconds. It's that TikTok ripper. That's the tight rip. You want to bamba? And then the rest, it's okay, it's fine. It's not bad. It's okay song, it's fine. But that line is such a ripper, right? 4-hour live, speak Hindi, please, smiley face. Why don't you get coaching from John Anthony? Fern, John Anthony Lifestyle is another dating coach that we've reviewed on the channel. Honestly, listen, Spencer Cornelia swears by John Anthony, and he says John Anthony is powerful in his teachings, and he's out in the community, and he's banging the girls, and he's got the numbers to show it. So I don't want to come in here and insult John Anthony, because God knows if you go out against John Anthony, Let's look at his YouTube channel. Honestly, it's so funny, dude. John Anthony's lifestyle, okay, so basically there's like a whole community of pickup artists, and John Anthony lifestyle, it's like 80% of his channels are like, sorry, I haven't seen.
Hey guys, welcome to John Anthony Lifestyle.
So his videos are, it's him ripping other people. So this is Rollo Tomasi, a guy, or Rollo, I guess. And then, Rollo Tomasi. And he has a picture of him crying. That's what his channel, he has so much of these. See, look at this. Oh, no. Red Pill Debunked. It's like them ripping each other, though. It's him ripping other people. So, yeah, I thought that was very interesting of his channel. I feel like, roast exposed videos. Look at this. RSD has 67 horrible products, and he has a picture of this. This is another pickup artist in the community. Rollo Debunked. Wow, he's got a lot of Rollo Debunked. So he's basically saying, like, this guy is selling himself as banging all these girls, and then John Anthony Lifestyle says, debunked. No, he didn't. Who else does he have? See, he has these two as clowns. He has, oh my God, Coach Kyle. He did a rip on Coach Kyle. Jesse pays girls $10,000 plus per month. See this? This is the kind of rippers he does. He's in the dating community, and then he finds out, like, when we had him on the show last, this guy would bring up other dating pickup artists, and then he would show pictures from their wedding, and he'd be like, look at that, wife is a 5. Gotcha! Wife is a 4. Oh, you're a pickup artist? Why is your wife a 4? Gotcha! So much. Todd V is the word. This is another guy. Black pill causes death. Squatting Casanova. Yeah, he's ripping all of them. He rips all of them. Hamza. He has a Hamza one? Or reacting to Hamza. Okay, I don't know what it is. Justin Mark is a bit. Hey! This guy does attack some. He does. Wow, this is another guy. Man, I can't imagine. Just, anyway, Spencer Cornelius swears by him. He's Spencer Cornelius about Guruji. And so we had him on the show. We talked to him. We were talking to him like, hey, do you really have to show the guy's wife and say, oh, his wife's ugly. What the hell? He's a liar or whatever. But then you know what he said? He was like, listen, if you're going to be in the game, be in the game. That was kind of his attitude. We're like, okay, I guess fair enough. If this is how it works in your community. He exposes the fake pickup artist, LOL, when all he teaches is how to F hose, LMFAO. 4-hour live. Wow, impressed. CB Applejack. My course is better than John Anthony. All other courses are scams except mine. CB Applejack 59. What's up? Ho9 Productions here, Yahubi. Amish, you're rich to be spending money like that. It's $50. Listen, Yahubi, when I bought this program for $47, partly, yes, was it me being greedy and thinking, oh, I'll get the biohack and I'll figure out my Tinder. Because right now, I've told you all this a bunch of times, I'm getting nothing on my Tinder. My Tinder right now is me swiping. I don't think anyone's on the other end seeing a goddamn thing. I think just like the arranged marriage market, I think I'm over the hill in the Tinder market and the arranged marriage market. But this guy comes out with Tinder biohack. So 50% of me is like, look, this guy came out with the program. I need to fix my shit. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like there wasn't some part of me being a greedy little pig, and seeing if this guy's got some secret. But then 50% of it is on you guys, because I have to do stuff like this so that I can come on the show and talk about it. So we will be talking about the Tinder biohack program as we go on this week. I'll do some more reviews of it. I'll show you the pictures in the background, but stay tuned for that. Anyway, we really got to finish this Pete Davidson video. Oh my God. Wow. Thanks for watching, everyone. You are loved. You're appreciated. The donos are appreciated. Make sure you keep supporting the channel by hitting the like button, subscribe, tell your friends. We're just coming back into the 2020. We're just coming back almost as if we're on a mission from God, telling the culture about, delivering my karmas for the community, right? These are my karmas. It's podcasting. It's like I got topics, we do it. And I'm doing my karmas for the culture and for the community. And then it's almost like God wants to test us. And this week, everything's demonetized. But I think I know what it is. I got to read more articles. So let's finish this one and we'll call it a day. And hopefully I'll be able to come back tomorrow. We'll see if I can come back tomorrow. Regardless, you are loved. About an hour later, West shared a video of himself in which he claimed he told Kardashian to stop agonizing me with North's TikTok. So that's where this whole tangent started. That was a TikTok tangent. And the TikTok tangent was people should be dancing in the community. And that's fine. I can't take that back. So sorry, Kanye. I love Kanye. But if your kid wants to be on TikTok, you gotta let them express themselves, dude. What are you gonna say? No dancing? Come on. I said, I'm not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say, he told the camera. He told the camera. The artist then claimed there's no such thing as 50-50 custody in society today. It always leans towards the mom. Well, yeah, I mean, they make the kid, right? For the first 9 months, it's all them. And then once they have the kid, like, I think it might be statistically better to be like that, to let the mom be more in charge. I don't know, though. I don't know. Like, I've seen this backfire too. And we even had someone last week on divorce rehab. We had a divorce rehab episode here on The Drip. And I think it was Dan Dumlau who came on and he was talking about his divorce. And divorces can be hard on the men. But anyway, let's keep going. During the apparent text exchange between Davidson and West, Davidson revealed that he was in Los Angeles for the day and offered to meet up with West. When the rapper asked him to disclose his location, Davidson sent a photo of himself flashing a peace sign with his fingers and sticking out his tongue out along with the phrase, "In bed with your wife." Pete! This is rude, right? This is rude. Happy to see you're out of the hospital and rehab, West texted back, but Davidson pivoted with, same here. It's wonders what those places will do when you get help. You should try it. Oh, shit. Davidson then repeatedly asked West to meet with him. At one point, he invited the musician to his hotel room after Sunday service and West's son Saints game to talk things out privately one-on-one. You know what? Pete Davidson's turning out to be a bigger man maybe here. I don't know. West continued to urge SNL star to meet him at his Sunday service, but Davidson refused. This isn't public, dude. I'm not here for the pictures or the press, he wrote before suggesting that publicity was obviously all you care about. My offer stands, he wrote in one text, while in another he told West, I wish you'd man up for once in your life. Come on, I wish you'd man up for once in your life. Davidson also offered to help West with his mental health, allegedly telling the rapper, it's so sad to see you ruin your legacy on the daily. Yeah, there's kind of truth to that. Let me help you, man, he wrote at one point, adding that he too has struggled with his mental health. It's not an easy journey. You don't have to feel this way anymore. There's no shame in having a little help. You'll be so happy and at peace. 100%. 100%. That's true. Davidson's relationship with Kardashian. You know what I love is, and it's so white, but I hope that all mankind can get to this level one day. I love those families where the mom and dad get a divorce and then they're like, yeah, we're still friends. This is my husband. And he's still with the wife that he met when we were married, but whatever. Like but it's truly genuinely like, whatever. And everyone's still friends and it's fine. And everyone's still friends and it's fine. I don't know why they have to hang out. I guess because they have kids. So they're almost treating it like, we don't want to create this awkward wall. This is the community. The kids are, we don't want the kids to feel like, oh, now they're mad at each other. So they have to wait in the other room or something. It's like so petty, right? So it's like, yeah, I think that's the correct way. I think that is. Right now it is, I guess, kind of white, but in the future, hopefully everyone's doing it like that because yeah, right? Like why suffer about it? Davidson's relationship with Kardashian has made Instagram official on Friday, was made official on Instagram on Friday, more than a week after the Skims mogul was declared legally single amid her divorce from West. Wow. The pair first made headlines October 21 after sharing a kiss during a sketch on SNL when Kardashian made her hosting debut. After romance rumors about the couple began in late 2021, West began speaking out against his estranged wife and her new boyfriend. Earlier this month, the rapper stirred up some controversy over a music video for his song Easy, featuring fellow rapper The Game, that appeared to show Davidson kidnapped, tied up, and buried alive by West. Jesus. That's an issue, right? That's an issue. A source later told People that Kardashian was furious over the music video. She thinks it's way too violent and is upset, the source said at the time. She's really upset with Kanye that he do this. She's completely over all of this and she wants it to stop. Great article, people. Yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what y'all think. Y'all, I'm going to share that right now. I'm going to share the comments one last time and I'm going to go, but make sure you also hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, no, I hate to be one of these guys who's like, make a donation, but it's CSI, you know what they're doing. The channels like me. So listen, any donations, I do appreciate it. We're going to have to make some kind of, oh, wow, that's it. CB Object 59, that was boss move from Pete. That was actually, wasn't it? Telling him, you know, Michael says, is it righteous? In the end, Pete Davidson is righteous. He is righteous. Offering the handout. Kanye is telling him, get on stage with me. Gotta get on and turn into a publicity thing. Yeah, that's weird. And then sometimes with Kanye, you're like, dude, why does all this wackiness happen when you drop an album? Right? Like, are you that different? And the albums are good always. Like, you know, like they're pretty decent. Like they're not like these last two. I don't know. Tell me what do you guys think of Donda and Donda 2? Because I feel like he puts up, even while he was putting up like just some of the most amazing music, he was going through crazy stuff. So anyway, let me read a couple more comments and then I gotta call it, people. Mac 23806. Yeah, so true. Ho9 Productions. Ho9 Productions. I think Dave's publicist did a great job waiting to address the drama at the drip. Oh, Hohenheim, he's got the best publicist in the world, who is the Kardashian family. I mean, if the Kardashian family, like, you know, you got to see, I almost see a little bit of that where he's dating into the Kardashians, the #1 publicity family. So right away, she's like, I know how I can make you a star. It's almost like part of her mission. She's like, you're already a star, but I can go, she's like, I can take you, I'm going to bang you for 2-3 years. In that time, I'm going to take you from, you know, I'm going to take you to like, you're going to be the great, like, yeah, I think she can get him tons of publicity. Also, he's going to be on their TV show. So that's basically like an acting job. You know what I mean? Because if you're on a reality show, it's like this podcast, like just being silly all the time. That's, yeah. I remember my buddy did a reality TV show. He's a comic. He did the reality TV show, but he said they loved him because every time they were rolling the camera on him, he was always trying to do jokes and make it silly and like it killed. So if he's on the next season of Kardashians, he'll probably do some rippers on there. He'll probably do some funny bits. And this whole thing you could say is a big publicity bit almost. Michael at the drip. Kanye goes crazy around his albums because he comes off his meds and to let his creativity flow. True. Okay, fair. Wow. Inside scoop for Michael. Ho9 Productions. I think Dave's publicist, yeah, it's true. He did a great job. The publicist did a great job on this. CB Object 59. Pete is getting the female bird for all comedians. Yes, it's true. He is raising the value of the comedian, and for that we must congratulate him, and he did a good job with that. Bruh, Dave gaslighting. Yahubi says, bruh, Dave gaslighting. Okay, we got a Kanye diehard here. That's fine. Herbal Blake, there's nothing wrong with buying stuff for content. Yes, there's nothing wrong with that. True. Ho9 Productions. Referring to this, Roberto Blake's got my back, dude. Because I bought this Tinder biohack dating program for $50. Roberto Blake is like, well, you will have to make certain expenses for the show. Thanks, Roberto. We got to talk next week. Fern, write off as a business expense. LOL. It is a business expense. This is a business expense. I don't care. Tinderbiohack.com. And I know I didn't get to it today just because I want to do some fresh rippers, but like, we'll talk about this tomorrow. Day after maybe, I don't know. But stay tuned to the channel. Stay tuned to the what's it called? The shorts. I'm trying to do more shorts here on the Drip channel, the Drip Business channel. And I'm trying to do more of those, and I'm trying to do more, what's it called? Yeah, the Reels. Marco's been saying on his channel too, Reels are everything. We could game the system with Reels. And on YouTube, they're called Shorts actually. So Shorts, I think, is the next focus. And I need a good Shorts editor. So if anyone here is if you think you can be a good Shorts editor, or we can use a program that auto cuts the shorts, but I just need you to give me the time codes. That could be an interesting way to do this. Because if the shorts go up and the rips are ripping, that could really game the algorithm. And then my nephew's saying like, bro, put it on TikTok, put it on everything. So any one liner just becomes like boom, 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 boom. And then you almost start writing for it. Like today I tried to write it so that each thing had like a bit of an intro. I know it sounded kind of wacky, but wacky today, but yeah, no, it's, look, we stated one topic, we did 2 topics complete, referenced the other topic. So karmas have been done. And then we got a to be continued on this tinderbiohack.com. But listen, thanks everyone for coming in. Roberto Blake says Kim K can blow up any man's career. It's true. Gorguruga didn't like Donda. Michael, is this your main channel now? For a little bit. I think for a little bit, I'm just gonna work on this podcast, get the clips back steady. It's like this podcast needs a little work getting steadied. And then I think this will be the main one. And maybe I'll do sketches on the other channel, but why would I even move the sketches? I mean, why not just, yeah, it's like, this should be the talk show. This should be like a talk show rip and dip. And then, yeah, more polished sketches will be on my channel. Meditation stuff. Any meditation, actual meditation, I'm not going to do here. I'm going to do on my channel. And then, because I do have the loving kindness certification and it's an extremely powerful teaching. So it'll be great to tell you more about that. And, but in the meantime, yeah, no, I'm trying to get this tighter and get the clips ready and up and then get the shorts ready and up. And that'll probably take another week or 2 to figure out the right system for that. And then that should just be creating the upward trajectory. And then the digital ashram will grow and will be prosperous, my beloved congregation. But yeah, thanks for coming, everyone. You are loved. Appreciate you for our life. Mac 23806, CEB Applejack. We had Dan Danlow on, who was on the show last time. McZemzem is here. Fern is here. These donos are appreciated. Hohenheim Productions, obviously. Don Ice, thank you so much. Smith John says, been calling it. This Pete Davidson dating Kim K and all the Kanye drama is all a work for publicity because he has new movies coming out. Kim has a new family reality show and Kanye has a new album device. Yeah, I wonder if it's like wrestling. I remember when I was a kid and I was obsessed with professional wrestling, like WWF. And then one time this guy told us, like in the middle of a Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage beef, heavy beef. They're fighting in WWF at the time. Now it's called WWE. They're fighting and they were fighting over Elizabeth. And then one of my friends told me that he was on an airplane and he saw Hulk Hogan and Macho Man sitting beside each other, having a drink. And I said, no, how can it be? I was very upset about that. If this is all just a play and behind the scenes, Pete and Kim and Kanye are all just like, we manipulated them all. My sales are up and your sales are up and my sales are up. Everyone's sales are up. Then that's going to be, that's actually at this point, I think that's what they should be doing. I hope behind the scenes, they don't really hate each other and they're all just like, hey, fun little play we put on for the culture. Mash Z is here. It's all marketing. The Kardashians know how to stay relevant by using the media. Yep, 100%. Colin Russell, it's just marketing, beef marketing. Yeah, beef marketing is big, actually. Holy shit, 10 pounds from Michael. 10 karmas spread. Thanks, baby. Love you. Appreciate it. VV, wrap it up! VV, good distraction from real world issues. I guess so, eh? And we do have some real world issues, but this is, you know what? I consider dating issues real world issues. Because how many of you are sitting at home thinking, there's no women for me. Maybe I'll never find love. Maybe if I was a famous musician, then I could have love. That's what you're thinking. Well, even Kanye is suffering. Genius. He is. Don't say he's not a genius. Don't say he's not a genius. He's a genius, and still with the women he suffers. And then even Drake was like simpy over some 17-year-old, and also very simpy with Rihanna too. You know, it just goes to show, and not to be insensitive about it. It's like, I get it. He's like heartbroken over Rihanna, I guess, but like, you know, he got like angry about it. So it just shows you that even they suffer. So remember that if you're thinking like, hey, nobody wants to bang me. Well, nobody wants to bang anyone. That's the thing. Until you start getting out and dancing in the culture, in the community. And then before you know it, it'll be, you know. But yeah, Yahuvi, R. McDonough, Mash Z, DJ Dumlow, Smooth Operator, Brandon Thompson. Oh my God, this is great. Man, Mahedi. Natasha Razor, reparations in Britain should include dental plan. Yeah, that was a good one. Natasha, good rips. You've been coming in with some good jokes. That's great. Dan Mahedi Jr., I'm adopted. I want my cut of the Garbage Pail Kids franchise. Okay, sick. Give America's back to the natives expeditiously. Okay, the Vikings hit up half of Europe. LOL. R. McDonough, Simple Jack, Ocho Cinco. Oh my God, Dylan K. Hanley, you missed it. $2. I'm a Sim. I'm a simp, he said. Don't be hard on yourself for being a simp. That means that your heart is open. If you do a little simp and dimp, look, you can rip and dip or you can simp and dimp. But if you're simping a little bit, that means you have a beautiful open heart. And that's why, and I'll let you know by the end of the week that if tinderbiohack.com, if it's something legit, if it really changes the game for me, I'll let y'all know, and I'll let you know, like, get the program. You know what? Maybe I'll just be able to hint it out to you. Or maybe we'll get Tay Social on the show. You know what? Yeah. But I'll let you know if it's a good program. Right now, honestly, I just saw a bunch of pictures. Like, not a program even, not a video even. It's just a bunch of pictures. Like, there's a bunch of screenshots. So I got to go through it now. It's like, I really was like, come on, man, I got to read shit. I thought he was just going to sit there and be like, okay, he write this for your bio, which I'm an idiot for doing that. So anyway, let's just keep going. Natasha Razor says, Ethiopia wants reservations from Italy. Natasha, it's it's reparations. Like, you're just, everyone's just like, yeah, and I want repetitions, and I want a reservation. Roberto Blake, the world isn't hyper racist though. If anything, nationalism is more rampant, and that's where we risk more war. It's getting dangerous. Yeah, it's true. Natasha Razor, Roberto Blake, if everyone knew their own cultural history, there would be less racism. That is true. Honestly, that is true. And you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to read more of these comments as we're going, because I really do got to go. But again, you are loved. Thanks for coming, Mr. Daniel. Yeah, there's so much good stuff here. No other group was taken across oceans to be slaves. Slavery was genocide. Thousands of African languages and cultures disappeared through slavery. That is true, Natasha. Like, it's like, I guess my attitude is like with the whole, you know, going back to the first story we did today, where John Cleese, they had to just, excuse me, sir, sorry, we're taking it away. Like, instead of doing that, just say, like, just make these points. And this is the point that I agree with. Like, I don't think John Cleese is right saying that, oh, well, the British were enslaved, so I want reparations. It's like, I'm not, of course, that's like, that is ridiculous. I do think that's ridiculous, like what he's saying. But it is almost like an uncle joke. And you can come back with something like this and say, okay, well, there's a difference, and there, you know, it's worse in this case, maybe, or something like that. Yeah, no, I'm with that. Maxi, Ocho Cinco, Richard Matthews. Did I miss any? Roberto Blake, pro-censorship, doesn't care about facts, only leveraging, validating vulnerable people, regardless of merit, to virtue signal for aesthetics. 100%. Roberto Blake, well put, man. And Michael, 10 pounds. You are loved. Everyone is loved. Thanks, everyone, for coming. I'm going to get out of here.